Pennington batting ninth and playing second base as they take on the 33-year-old right-hander, born in Sonora, Mexico, but raised in the San Fernando Valley. His name is Marco Estrada.
Marco Estrada is having an outstanding season as far as ERA 3.20. My go-tos, though, to be successful against him is be aware of his changeup. A very good plus changeup, and manufacture some runs. You can steal some bases against him, and you're going to have to try to bunch some hits together. And then when he makes a mistake, you got to capitalize and drive that one out of the yard.
Take a look at the defense for the Blue Jays tonight. Behind Estrada, you've got Upton, Pilar, and Carrera in the outfield from left to right. Donaldson, Tulowitzki, Barney, and Encarnacion, the same as last night from third to first. Russell Muscle last night, DH. He's back behind to play tonight.
And Tulowitzki is, when you talk about fielding percentage this season, third best at .982. Has committed 7 errors, has turned 37 double plays. Gold Glove winner back in 2010 and 11. He's a member of the Colorado Rockies. Very strong throwing arm and covers a ton of ground.
Halos dropped the opening game of this series last night. A final of 7-2. Managed a total of 8 hits. See if they can figure out Estrada in game number 2. It's a 6-game road trip, 3 here in Toronto. We'll wrap it up tomorrow night, and then it's off to Detroit for a 3-game set over the weekend. Cole ready to lead things off. 0 for 4 last night. His batting average down to .266. The first one tonight is down and away for ball 1.
Yeah, Estrada's not going to wow you at velocity on his fastball. He's going to be 87 to 91 range. Cut fastball, curveball, but we mentioned a plus changeup.
A tough month of August for Cole Calhoun. Just a .205 batting average. A couple of home runs, 2 runs batted in. Well, even there's that changeup you were talking about. Just when you think you're in a fastball count, you almost have to think the opposite with Estrada.
Almost like you sit on a changeup, and it's hard to do. But I think with the all-speed pitches that he throws, he only throws 48% fastball, so you can sit on all speed against him.
Two balls, 1 strike. Estrada in his second season with Toronto. Came over from the Milwaukee Brewers in exchange for Adam Lynn prior to last year. Making his 22nd start. 7-5 and a .320 ERA. Career high 13-game winner last year. 2-1 on the corner. 2-2. Cole didn't seem to like that call by Chad Whitson. Evens up the count. Eric Cooper at first, Jim Wolf at second, Adrian Johnson rounding out that umpiring crew.
He's already thrown 2 changeup in this sequence against Cole Calhoun. You would think with a high fastball that usually means he'll set it up with a changeup away.
And this one's out toward right field. Ezekiel Carrera breaks in, now has to go back on it. Not a very good read, but he's able to make the catch for the first out.
Yeah, he kind of broke his bat on the changeup there. Here's my Hyundai key for this game. Going a little Drake up here in Toronto. You with me. That means bunching a bunch of hits together. Once there's someone on base, you got to try to bring them home. Again, doesn't give up a lot of hits. This 92 of them in 132 and 2/3 innings pitched for Estrada. Hitters hitting 190 against him this year. But you can bunch hits together, and he's given up some home runs, 18 of them.
Traub will look at a strike. Pulls it foul. No balls, 2 strikes on Mike. 1 for 3 last night. 309 average, 23 home runs and 77 runs batted in. The Angels as an offensive unit have mentioned Cole's struggles, but the team has struggled in the month of August offensively. Just a .220 batting average. It's their worst. That one just misses.
There's that all-speed pitch. You would think this would be a good matchup for Trout against Estrada, but Trout just 1 for 6. All speed and breakables, and Trout has hit both of those pitches so well this year.
Foul back.
Boy, Estrada does not waste any time at all. Stays right on that pitching rubber.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Estrada is coming off a start in which he got knocked around by the Yankees. Lasting just 4 innings, 5 runs. Gave up 3 home runs in that game. Full count.
Not odd when Mike Trout's at the plate, even though it was started off at 0-2 count. He's worked it again, another full count. 4.42 pitches per plate appearance for Trout.
And that is pulled out to deep left field. Upton will watch this one go. Big fly for Mike Trout. And the Angels have a 1-0 lead here in the first.
Well, we talked about how good Trout is on off-speed pitches. If you're a pitcher, you throw this pitch where it's located, you think there's no way he can do damage. Well, that's Mike Trout swinging the bat. 24th home run of the season. Look where this pitch is located. It's almost going to land on the ground. An off-speed changeup out in front, but still so strong with that short, compact swing. Drives it out. Home run number 24, 78 RBI for Trout.
There's Albert. Shift on.
They're the type of pitches when you're on the mound, you think you execute it exactly the way you want to, and someone hits it that far.
And Albert lines one out to deep left field. Upton back at the wall. Gone. Back-to-back jacks for the Angels. 2-0 Halos. We mentioned the struggles that Estrada had in his last start. 2 home runs already through 3 batters here tonight.
And move over, Mark McGwire. Albert, sole possession. 10th place on the all-time home run list. 584 for Albert Pujols. And a smile on his face. Now it is 2 behind Frank Robinson for 9th all-time. That baseball got out quickly. And another off-speed pitch. Sitting off-speed.
Here's C.J. Cron. He fouls the fastball back. Well, you mentioned sitting on that changeup since he throws so many of them. He's been very effective with it. Trout got it on 3-2, and Albert got it early in the count as Cron gets a couple of fastballs. He's behind in the count, and no balls, 2 strikes. 1-2. Cron hitting .270 with 11 home runs, 50 runs batted in. Martin trying to bring that back in.
Yeah, it's a little bit off the outside corner. Thing with Estrada, though, he's not getting those borderline pitches. He's going to be in trouble. When you think about it, right-handed batters hitting 179 against him this year, but back-to-back home runs by righties.
And there's the off-speed. Cron goes down swinging. 2 down.
Now let's take a look at our Carl's Cam replay, talking about hitting that off-speed pitch. Mike Trout gets that changeup that was just about a couple inches off the ground and drives it out to left center field for his 24th home run. Then Albert got an off-speed pitch down, drives that one out to left center field. His 24th home run, 97th RBI for Albert Pujols. Mike Trout now with 78 RBI to go along with 24 home runs. I guess the old "you with me" home run followed up with another home run.
They are pretty tight, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
This was hit past Donaldson. And a base hit for Andrelton Simmons.
Simmons now 5 for 8 in his career versus Estrada. Now that's 3 hits by right-handed batters against him. Pretty significant considering 179 batting average against him this entire season by right-handed batters against him.
Nick Buss up. 2-0 Halos, 2 outs. Nick went 2 for 4 last night. Collected his first major league home run, had a couple of runs batted in. Now .265 batting average with the Angels. 9 for 34. Simmons started to go and then stopped. This one's fouled back. 0-2. 0-2.
Simmons started to go. Stopped.
Didn't seem fully committed, though. It was almost like he's just messing around over at first base.
A lot of times when you do something different as a pitcher, look like you try to be quicker to the plate than normal. A quick pitch out at that level. Good base runners will stop when they see something different from a pitcher in the delivery to the plate.
Little cue shot foul. Count remains at 1-2. Mike Trout, a home run, his 24th. Pujols follows suit with his 24th. The 45th first inning home run for Trout since 2012. As Bus goes down swinging. The Angels, however, use the long ball to give themselves a 2-0 lead heading to the bottom of the first. The bottom of the first inning, we'll check out John Gibbons' lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays at 71-54, and they will have Darwin Barnett leading things off once again at second base. Josh Donaldson at third, Edwin Encarnacion at first. Russell Martin, the cleanup hitter, doing the catching. Troy Tulowitzki is the shortstop. Michael Saunders DHing tonight. Kevin Pillar in center. Melvin Upton Jr. in left, and it's Ezekiel Carrera batting ninth and playing right field. Taking on Matt Shoemaker, who's making his 25th start of the season. Gooby 7-13. With a 4.14 ERA.
And of his last 18 starts, 3.12 ERA for Shoe. My go-tos for him to be successful today against this very dangerous Blue Jay lineup. Avoid that big inning and heater on the hands. As good as his split finger fastball is, you still have to establish the fastball in off the plate to keep them honest and not allow them their arms extended.
First one for Shoe upstairs. Barney, the second baseman, comes in hitting .265, 11 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs, 18 runs batted in. Had a 2-for-4 game last night with a couple of runs scored.
Pretty good pitch all over that bottom part of the strike zone. Good movement on the fastball from Shoemaker.
Two one, and Barney lifts one out toward left center field. Nick Buss is there. One down. Let's check out the Halos on the defensive side of things. Nick Buss at left, Mike Trout at center, Cole Calhoun at right. The infield with Caleb Coward and Andrelton Simmons on the left. Cliff Pennington, C.J. Cron on the right, and Jet Bandy behind the plate.
And Jet Bandy's had some big-time home runs. It's really good defensively behind the plate for the Angels so far this year as far as his thrown out percentage. 43% at the big league level, 48% have caught base stealers, and a fielding percentage at .997. 46 games for the Halos. Very solid defensively. Great throwing arm.
Josh Donaldson will take inside for ball one. Donaldson, the third baseman, hitting .289 with 28 home runs. 81 runs batted in. Pops this one up. Jet Bandy coming out from behind the plate. And he'll make the play.
Yeah, there's a pretty good chance he's going to be the one making the play. Once he turned around like that, a little post up to make the play. And now it's time for the driver's seat, brought to you by Kia as far as home run power. Encarnacion since 2012. Second behind Chris Davis, and then Mike Trout, 158 there, along with Miguel Cabrera. Nelson Cruz, you saw him recently at home, 167. Consistency with the power.
.35 home runs and 101 runs batted in for Edwin Encarnacion. Back at first base. The Blue Jays, as powerful a lineup as they do have currently, will get a little bit better. They get reinforcement tomorrow. Jose Bautista is scheduled to come off. Be back in the lineup. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Talk about consistent power. Encarnacion has been as consistent as anybody in the game.
Drew a couple of walks last night, went 1 for 2. He pulls this one down the line, backhanded by Caleb Coward. Nice play by Caleb, strong throw, and a 1-2-3 shutdown inning for Matt Shoemaker. We'll head to the second with the Angels on top.
That's a great range that Coward has at third base, but also a plus throwing arm across the diamond to get Encarnacion at first base.
Top of the second inning. Bandy, Coward, and Pennington, the bottom third of the order. Here at game 2 at the Rogers Center. Roof once again open on a beautiful night. Wonder if they'll keep it open tomorrow. Some possibilities. Showers in the area. A nice treat to see both of these games being played with the roof open. Bandy pulls the first one down the line and foul. It's no 1 count on the Angels catcher, hitting .261. 8 home runs and 23 runs batted in after having the night off last night. Carlos got the start behind the plate. Oh, 2 count. Fastball, and this is looped out the left center field, and it's a base hit. Tried to sneak that fastball above the letters there. Nice leadoff single. That's the 4th hit allowed by Estrada. Hey fans, this broadcast of Angels baseball being broadcast on AFN, the American Forces Network, broadcasting to the U.S. Armed Forces serving around the world on land and on ships at sea. We welcome you to our broadcast and always thank you for your continued service.
That's one of those 0-2 pitches up and in where as a kid you were taught that for so long. That's what happens a lot, that little flare, because you're in protect mode on an 0-2 count. Up and in, you can flare that in. That's what Bandy was able to do.
Caleb Coward last night picked up a hit. Went 1 for 4. 3 for 13 at the major league level this year. 1 double, that was the other day. Pulled to the right side, Encarnacion can't get it. Barney has it. Estrada covering alertly, gets the out at first.
2 excellent plays out of that one. Barney and Estrada to be there on the run. It's a little more difficult play as a pitcher covering the base when the second baseman is throwing you the baseball as compared to the first base. Once you get by Encarnacion, Barney with that very good range spins around, perfect throw. Estrada there at the base first before he stretches out to be able to get Coward at first base.
Barney, a 1-time Gold Glove Award winner, 2012 as a member of the Cubs.
Well, he made some unbelievable plays that year with the Cubs.
Man in scoring position for Cliff Pennington. Takes outside. Cliff comes in batting .236. Has 9 RBIs. 8 extra base hits. Two and 0. Cliff, of course, finished last year with Toronto, playing in 33 games. At 270, pardon me, 164 with a 270 on base percentage. Had a couple of home runs. He appeared in the ALCS. Worked a third of an inning, gave up a couple of hits as a pitcher.
Remember, he was throwing it up there around 90 miles an hour, as I recall, the fastball velocity.
It's the Kansas City Royals. That was the 14-2 Royals win in Game 4. 3-1 pitch is off the plate, and there's a walk. First one issued by Estrada, so the Angels have a couple of men on as they spin the lineup back to the top. Hey, get your red on if you've got a group of 20 or more interested in experiencing Angels baseball. Receive group ticket pricing for as low as $6 per seat. Just go to angels.com/groups for more info. Call a fly ball to right field at the first. He's 0 for 1. That's on the corner. Or at least according to Chad Whitson. Fox Tracks has it off the plate.
And by almost a half a baseball or so off the outside corner.
Bandy at second base and Pennington at first. This was pulled and past Edwin Encarnacion and into the right field corner. Bandy's easily going to come in to score, and Pennington's going to be stopped at third base. It's an RBI double for Cole Calhoun, and it extends the Angels lead to 3-0.
23rd double, 57th RBI for Cole. Be able to turn on that pitch and right down the line. That foot down and then cleared his hips, and that line drive just by the glove, and Encarnacion down the line for an RBI double for Cole. It's good to see the offense continue on after scoring a couple in the first, come right back in the second with at least one. Now with Mike Trout at the plate.
John hit his 24th home run of the season in his first at bat. He'll get intentionally walked here to load him up for Albert.
After that first at bat and a perfect swing on an off-speed pitch. This pitch right here, you can see where it's at, just above the dirt, below the knee, went down and got it at the barrel of bat on that one. What a perfect swing for Mike Trout to hit that one out on a changeup below the knee, just above the dirt.
Chris Sales sends his condolences to Marco Estrada. He's felt that pain.
Yeah, especially when you make a pitch like that, you think, ah, perfect pitch, 3-2 changeup. Chris Sale, same thing with the bases loaded, 3-2 changeup. Think he made the perfect pitch? Well, not against Trout.
Well, bases loaded for Albert, who homered himself in the first inning, his 24th. Pick up his 97th run batted in. '584th career home run.
Good patience there for Albert. Slow curveball from Estrada.
Back to back off speed. Let's go back and see that home run that Albert hit.
And it's our top tier play by Arco. Delivered by Arco. A home run number 584 for Albert Pujols. What a swing for Albert Pujols. Now an even better count to do some more damage as he gets closer and closer to that 100 RBI mark. At 97.
Sorry, give me 7th time the Trout and Pujols have gone back to back. Albert has swung the bat well. The bases loaded this year. 5 for 14 with 11 runs batted in. And he fouls that one back. What a fastball rip at that one.
Now that's what you're supposed to do. You're a premier power hitter. You put yourself in a fastball count, and that's a perfect swing on a fastball out over the plate. He's got that foot down, brought his hands up, and he fouled that one straight back. That baseball had a chance to go a long, long way. Not a bad idea if you see Pujols swinging a high pitch to go right back upstairs a little higher, but this time Albert patient. By the way, Mike Trout, that first inning home run, 45th time he's homered in the first inning since 2012.
Wow. It's the 5th time that Trout and Pujols have homered back to back in the first inning. That's an MLB record. 3-1 pitch, and Albert hits one out to center field off the end of the bat. It'll be deep enough to score a run. Pennington coming in to score. Calhoun heads to third. It's 4-0 Angels as Albert picks up his 2nd RBI of the night.
Now 98 on the season for Albert.
He wanted to swing the bat.
Yes, he did. When you're a run producer, has been so successful throughout his career, you want him to expand his zone a little bit. And he did. It's a little bit off the outside corner, but he got the job done. Sac fly. A pretty deep center field. Scoring Cliff Pennington.
So 2 outs. Runners at the corners. And C.J. Cron at the plate. He struck out in the first one of 2 punch outs for Estrada. CJ now 1 for 12 since his return off the disabled list. Ball at a strike.
Some pretty good swings against a guy who opponents have hit only 190 this season against early on for the Angels.
This one's flared out to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Calhoun will score. Heading to third is Trout, and he is easily in there as Cron holds up at first. Halos make it 5-0. Cron picks up his 51st RBI.
High fives in that dugout for Cole. Scores a run after doubling himself. Picked up an RBI. There's an RBI now for C.J. Cron. Brought his hands inside the baseball. Didn't barrel it up necessarily, but put it in play. Gets an RBI single.
Andrelton Simmons had a single in his first at bat. He chops this one toward the middle. Tulowitzki has a play on it. Fires to first, and the inning comes to an end, but the Angels strike for 3 runs. They'll take a 5-0 lead to the bottom of the second. Lead as we start the bottom of the second inning. Stay tuned later tonight at the post-game show for the business of sports, brought to you by AutoNation.com and powered by Toyota Irvine. Matt Shoemaker had himself a 1-2-3 first, a couple of fly ball outs and a ground out. He'll face Martin, Tulowitzki, and Saunders here in the second for the Blue Jays. First one's outside. Martin last night 3 for 3 and a walk. Picked up a couple of runs batted in. 249, 14 home runs, 53 runs batted in. 1-1.
Good fastball. Talked about the need to have that fastball on the hands of some right-handed batters. Good location for Shoemaker.
Three-one count. Martin, born in East York, Ontario, now 33, the high school in Montreal. Dodgers 17th round pick in 2002. Three-one, he fouls it back. And an absolutely fantastic full name, Russell Nathan Coltrane Martin.
Great name.
Yeah. Down he goes. One away.
That's a nasty split finger fastball. Shoemaker. Where this baseball ends up. Almost in dirt. Starts a little bit above the knees. That action on the splitter from Shoemaker. 132nd strikeout this season is 29 walks. Look at that split finger grip. The rotation, not quite like the knuckleball from R.A. Dickey last night, but not a lot of rotation in the seams on the splitter from Shoemaker.
Tulowitzki, 258 average, 21 home runs, 64 RBIs. And he'll pull this one foul. Count evened up at the ball and a strike. Toronto last night with 10 hits. Tulowitzki had one of them. Only one starter without a hit last night. That was Josh Toley, the catcher.
He did mix in a sacrifice fly.
Halos with 2 in the first, 3 in the second. A 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the inning. Second straight start for Estrada, in which he's allowed 5 earned.
Didn't get quite on top of that split finger fastball. He dropped his elbow. That lateral movement instead of straight down.
This one's out towards shallow right center. Pennington backs out. 2 down.
Shoemaker ran that one back inside once again. Good to see that movement he's had. Establishing an inside part of play to go along with his very good split finger fastball.
Saunders takes a strike. DHing tonight after getting to start at right field. Homered last night, his 21st of the year. 263 average with 50 runs batted in.
'93 fastball. Pretty good velocity in the game already. Shoemaker, 91, 92, 93.
Oh, he shoots one into left field. Inside out approach. Saunders with good speed. He's going to try to go to second to throw from Bus. Sails out of his hand. And it's a 2-out double for Saunders, the first base runner of the game for Toronto.
Shoemaker going inside with the fastball, run that two-seam fastball. The run back on the inside corner did so, but Saunders was trying to make contact, shorten up his swing, hits the ball to left field, picks up a double, 28th double for the season to go on with 21 home runs.
There's Kevin Pillar, the center fielder, 261 hitter this year. Came off the disabled list yesterday. And they're going 1 for 4 with a run scored. Good off speed. 1-1. Pillar shoots one down the right field line, slicing away from Calhoun and out of play.
Thinking about Cole, no matter what, he's going to try to make a play, even though that was about 4 or 5 rows deep in the stands. That foul ball had a good jump on it. Gold Glove winner back in 2015, Cole Calhoun.
One ball, 2 strikes. Fouls it off. Another nice play in the stands.
Boy, some big crowds here for Tuesday and Wednesday night.
That came up and hit Pillar.
Split finger fastball.
Got to catch your breath before stepping back in the batter's box.
Yep.
Yeah, remember too, as an outfielder, you seldom are wearing a cup. He's a tough dude, isn't he?
He is that. Football player, basketball player, and baseball player back in high school.
Notice the trainer didn't bother running out. What's he going to do? Chopper left side. Coward gloves it. On to first. And another shutdown inning for Matt Shoemaker. We head to the third. Halos up 5-0.
Buss comes to the plate. Last night was their Honda helpful moment. Nick Buss looking for his first major league home run off R.A. Dickey. Got a knuckleball. Drives it out the right field. First major league home run. Also picked up his first outfield assist. He's up there swinging right away against Estrada. Fouls that fastball straight back. A high fastball. This location again for Estrada. He's done so quite a bit here earlier in the game.
The ball's 2 strikes on Buss, who struck out in the first. Lifts this one out to shallow left, and it's Tulowitzki, the shortstop, calling for it. One down. Nothing easy for Estrada so far tonight. 6 batters in the first, 8 batters in the second. 2 punch outs, 2 walks, 6 hits allowed. Bandy opened up the second with a single. One of the 3 runs that came across. This is pulled down the line. It's a fair ball. Adrian Johnson making the call. It looked fair from up here. Bandy's going to try to go to second. The throw from Upton is off the glove. It trickles away, but Jet's not going anywhere. He picks up a double, his 7th of the season.
2 hits already in this game for Jet Bandy. Hooks this one right down the line. Adrian Johnson right there. You see that angle over that corner of the base right away. Made the call.
Yep.
Once that goes by the base, it's the third base umpire's call.
It's just got to go over any portion of the base.
Yeah, great view right on it. It's very good behind the plate last night.
There's Caleb Coward who grounded out. That was that fine play Made by Barney in the second. He'll line this one to the second baseman. Bandy off the bag, and he gets doubled up. Wonder if Socha will have at least a look at it. The Jet caught off the bag. Mike is asking umpires to hold on a second while they take a look at it. Okay, got him. Yep. Assuming Tulowitzki's foot is on the bag, and it looked like it was. No argument. It's a double play. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Angels still up.
This week, and Fox Sports has you covered like no one else. This Friday, Mater Dei and Bishop Amat meet in the game of the week on Prime Ticket. And over on Prep Zone, to me, the biggest game of the night, Chaminade battles Oaks Christian. Go Eagles. High school football is back. Watch this Friday on Prime Ticket or Fox Sports Go.
Ah, love that little plug there for the Chaminade Oaks Christian game.
The biggest game of the night? Seriously? Did you write that in for him? You did, didn't you? You did.
I don't remember.
Neither confirm nor deny.
Yes.
All right, bottom of the third.
Mater Dei Bishop Amat game will be very, very good too.
Yes.
So they're tied.
8, 9, and 1 coming up for Toronto. Shoemaker gave up a 2-out double to Saunders in the second, but nothing more. The base runner allowed so far. Upton, the left fielder, hitting 200 with Toronto. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. We'll look at a strike. 0 for 3 last night, but did pick up an RBI on a sac fly. This is his 25th game with the Blue Jays.
Well, that first pitch Shoemaker threw up, it looked like a straight changeup. Then he followed up with a split finger fastball after. He will throw an occasional changeup. Shoe.
And this one's pulled down the left field line, but a hook's foul just out in front of it. 1-2.
Another all-speed pitch is hooked at just foul. There was a time where Melvin Upton could catch up to a good fastball, but you would think now with 3 straight all-speed pitches that you could try to go upstairs with a fastball for Shoemaker.
Down goes Upton. Shoemaker picks up his second strikeout of the night. Hey, Star Wars night is upon us. Friday, September 9th at 7:05. Angels will be taking on the Rangers. You can receive a Stormtrooper Rally Monkey while supplies last. Go to angels.com/promotions to get your tickets.
Oh, I can't wait for that night.
Still doing the whole Star Wars thing, huh?
Oh, yes.
Was that this year or last? That was last year when they.
Another one coming out, though.
I know, but they came into the booth last year, right?
Yes, yeah. They were scary.
says the Philly guy. Ezekiel Carrera, the right fielder tonight, takes a strike. When's that new Star Wars coming out? Do you know?
It's around the holidays, I think.
Just the one that.
The Rogue One.
The Rogue One. Okay.
Yes.
Carrera hitting .245, 4 home runs, 16 RBIs. Breaks his bat and hits one to Cron. He'll glove it for the second out. The 2 outs and nobody on, and Darwin Barney, the leadoff man, coming up. Shoemaker's making his 3rd appearance, 2nd start of his career against Toronto. His first start last year was here at the Rogers Center, and it was not pretty. It was May 21st last year. 6 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, allowing 2 home runs, but he has really looked sharp today, hitting all of his spots. Allowed 1 hit so far, 1 time through the order. Barney takes his strike. Barney in a fly ball to left in the bottom of the 1st. The second baseman's 0 for 1. Ground ball to second. Good pitch on the outside part of the plate. A 1-2-3 inning for Shoemaker. 3 in the books here in Toronto. Halos up 5-0. Score for the Halos, and they have swung the bats well. 7 total hits tonight. Jet Bandy has a couple of them, a single and a double. Trout and Pujols going back to back in the 1st inning.
Looking for a few of those add-on runs now, especially with the heart of the order coming up next inning for Toronto. 2nd time through against Shoemaker.
Pennington hits one towards second. Barney has it on the short hop. 1 away. Quick walk that scored in the 2nd inning. It's the 1st out here, the 4th. We'll bring up Cole Calhoun. 1 for 2. Fly ball to right, an RBI double.
Changeup from Estrada. Went to Silmar High School in the Valley. Over to Glendale Community College before making his way over to Long Beach State.
Nationals took him in the 6th round in 05.
Well, he had some great numbers last year in the postseason for the Toronto Blue Jays. Division series of 1.42. 1-0 against Texas. Came back with a 1-1 mark against Kansas City in the ALCS with an ERA 2.77.
Two on. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. Double that Cole had in the 2nd inning, his 23rd. The RBI is 57th. Trout on deck. 3-1 pitch. And he walked him with the off speed. 3rd walk of the night. Just doesn't have a complete feel for the changeup tonight.
And that's his #1 go-to pitch. It was 30%. Those pitches of changeups.
Got a home run and intentionally walked in the 2nd inning. Takes a strike to even the count.
His walk percentage this year 16.3%. With his at bats, he ends up picking up a walk, 4th highest in the majors in that category.
Pulls this one down the line. It's a fair ball. Donaldson off balance throw, and it'll pull Encarnacion off the bag, and now it goes an infield base hit. Nice job just to get to it by Donaldson.
Yeah, Donaldson's really turned into a very good 3rd baseman. When you think about it, was a catcher. Started his career. Well off balance throw. Didn't get quite on a lot on that throw. A high throw. Pulls Encarnacion off the base. More runners on for Albert Pujols already with 2 RBI. Also picked up his 584th career home run. Now stands alone 10th all-time on that list.
And that is pulled down the line, but pulled foul. 1-1.
My Hyundai key to this game, going back to it, and it certainly has worked so far. You with me happened in the 1st inning. Trout home run followed by a Pujols home run, and then 3 runs in the 2nd inning, including a sac fly by Albert Pujols. Another opportunity to pick up some more RBIs for Pujols here today.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Off-speed pitch added to the strike zone. He has tried to go upstairs above the letters with a fastball against Albert.
Breaks his bat, hits one out the left field. Upton is there, having trouble with it, and it falls in. Lost it off the bat. That'll go as a single, and the Angels have him loaded for C.J. Cron.
Off the end of the bat, just try to put it in play. And right away, you see Melvin Upton did not see that baseball at all. Lost it in the lights. Trying to somehow find to be able to keep it in front of him. With the runners have to hold there, there's no way they can take a shot at trying to score. It's given C.J. Cron a great opportunity to add on here with the bases loaded, 1 out.
Cron, an RBI single in the second.
Tremendous career numbers with the bases loaded for Cron.
This is over to Encarnacion. Nice play. He'll go to second for one. The relay back is not in time. He'll pick up an RBI, and it makes it 6-0 Angels.
Well, he's bidding for another hit with the bases loaded. It was a very good play. And Encarnacion to be able to throw that ball, field it, and throw it to second. Almost got a double play out of it. Looks like Toronto may take a look at it. Hit well by Cron, but a nice play by Encarnacion and a quick throw over to Lewinsky. Yeah, beat it out. Or Cooper right there to be able to make the call.
Simmons takes upstairs. Andrelton 1 for 2. A single with a ground out. Cron, by the way, 52 runs batted in with the 2 RBIs tonight. 6-0 Angels. We are in the 4th. 6 runs allowed by Estrada, season high. This one's cued foul. Just off the plate.
Big add-on run already in this inning for the Angels, looking to tack on another run or 2 more here.
'79 pitches thrown by Estrada. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Aaron Loop getting ready. Two. Cron's on the move. A little dribbler toward third. Donaldson gloves it. Off balance throw. And the 3rd out is in the books. The Angels add a run. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. 6-0 Angels.
between the Angels and Blue Jays, and the Halos looking good so far, up 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Welcome back, everyone. Ken French with you, and some celebrities in the stands here tonight. I'm with the Perrys, Blakeney, and Corey, of course. Corey from Petersburg, a couple hours from here. Good to have you with us, and thanks for spending some time here. Okay, let's talk baseball for a moment. We had Ducks night at Angel Stadium last week. Ryan Getzlaf hits a homer in batting practice. Have you heard about it?
I've heard about it. I've seen it. I don't want to hear about it anymore. But no, he looked like a good swing.
Now, will there be any challenges? Will we see you take some BP anytime soon?
I think I'll try to get out there before the season starts and see if I can get one out.
That doesn't sound like a yes to me for some reason. Well, it looks like you've got some sun. Have you been out this summer?
A little bit. We've been at the cottage a lot. And, started skating, so the cottage is kind of put in the back burner, but go up there for the weekend and hang out one last time.
I was just kidding. You don't look like any sun at all, just so you know.
Look, this is me tan.
All right, let's talk about this Toronto team. It's pretty impressive here. We're 40,000 people a night. I mean, how big is this team in this city?
It's huge. I mean, this is the only team in Canada, so it's everybody, supports them all over Canada. And, when you come here, the stadium's always full, and they're having a great season.
From a professional athlete point of view, how impressive is this perspective as we sit here right now?
It's pretty crazy. You see the ball come in, it's moving, it's changing speeds between every pitch, and I don't know how they do it at game time. It's pretty impressive when those guys can get up and hit a home run like they have been.
Preseason right around the corner. Of course, Prime Ticket will carry the first preseason game October the 2nd. Ducks and Kings. How excited are you for this regular season? New coach, some new players.
It's exciting, to have Randy back. We move forward and bringing in some new guys, different feel of the team. But again, it's the same core guys, and we got to be ready to play. And we're getting excited. It's just around the corner.
And Paris, any contact with the teammates? You're around them all season long. You kind of stay away from them, especially a guy like Ryan Getzlaf, to say, you know what, I don't want to talk to you for a while.
I kind of go off the grid and not really talk to too many guys. But once you start skating, you start talking to a bunch of more people, and you see a lot of guys. So it's it's nice to hear from them and chat with them, and then there's always the fun times that happen after that.
Well, I appreciate the time a lot. And Blakeney, I just want to turn to you just for a moment. I love the Angels hat. Thanks for letting us talk to Corey. How much fun have you been having this offseason?
It's been good. It's good to be home, see a lot of family and friends, and just enjoy the offseason for a bit.
All right. Well, thanks you guys for letting me join you. It's been part of your vacation here. We appreciate it. We'll send it back to Victor and Mark, guys.
Oh, Frenchie's in duck heaven right now.
Still scory, Perry. The MVP.
Should have saved the orange tie for tonight.
Yes.
Donaldson, a base hit. Second hit allowed. Second base runner allowed by Matt Shoemaker. Edwin Encarnacion at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out to end the first. Three infielders on the left side with Encarnacion at the plate. Yes, he did.
That was a nasty split finger fastball from Shoemaker.
Home plate umpire Chad Whitson needed some help from Eric Cooper. It's an 0-2 count. The bat almost hit Encarnacion in the back.
That was a full swing almost.
Oh, 2. Upstairs, tried to climb the ladder. Ball and 2 strikes. Nice job so far for Matt Shoemaker's. Next pitch will be his 51st. A couple of deep counts, but he's been able to manage. 2 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits allowed.
Encarnacion has rolled into 14 double plays. Trying to get him to chase that split finger fastball once again. This time did not go after it. A lot of room on that right side of the infield So if Shoemaker does throw a fastball away, it's going to be a mistake. You got to stay inside, whether it's off speed or on the hands, especially with the defense set up like it is.
Full count. Just after getting ahead at 0-2. Missed inside. It's a walk. This is the Blue Jays and their upcoming schedule. They've got 6 games left against Boston and Baltimore, 7 against the Yankees, and 6 against the Rays down the stretch. 25 of the last 36 against the East. They've played not bad baseball against the East. They're 29 and 22. Let's take a look at the standings. Boston and Tampa Bay playing tonight.
And Boston up on that game 3-2, although it was 3-0, now 3-2 down in Tampa. Yankees won today up in Seattle. Baltimore playing very well against the Nationals.
Russell Martin struck out to lead off the second, so he's 0 for 1. He drives this one out toward right field, hit well. Cole racing back onto the track will make the catch. Tagging and heading to third is Donaldson. Encarnacion heads back to first. A long, loud out, but an out nonetheless.
And Martin hit this baseball very, very well. Fastball towards the end of the bat. He thought he might have squared that one enough to be able to get that one out to right center field. But Cole Calhoun was able to run that one down. Good jump off the bat. And a wise decision by Cole is getting that baseball thrown in quickly into second base to keep a double play in order.
Tulowitzki popped out to Pennington his first time up. Takes up and in. He's grounded in 8 double plays this year. Donaldson over at third. Encarnacion at first, and it's a 2-0 count.
Well, that lower part of the strike zone has not been called throughout this entire game for both sides. Chad Whitson not calling that low strike.
Ground ball toward third, foul. Two balls, one strike. Leadoff single by Donaldson, a walk to Encarnacion, and a loud fly ball out to right center field off the bat of Russell Martin. 6-0 here at the bottom of the fourth. Tulowitzki pulls it foul out in front.
That got in the stands quickly. Seems to be everyone be okay down there on that line drive.
Down low. Full count.
Saunders on deck, who doubled down the left field line his first at bat. Big moment here for Shoemaker.
Here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Tulowitzki. 2 down.
Great movement on a fastball. Looked like Tulowitzki was looking something all speed. Whether a slider or split finger fastball. 92-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball. Unable to make contact. Perfect pitch for Shoemaker. Late tailing action. Go back to that strikeout pitch to Tulowitzki. Shoemaker. Two-seam fastball. That late movement. See the rotation to seams. Starts away and then runs down and in. Swing and miss. And Tulowitzki against that very good 92-mile-an-hour fastball for Shoemaker.
And Saunders hits one out to center. Trout moving over. Has a beat on it. And he'll make the catch, and no damage against Shoemaker here in the fourth. We head to the fifth. Angels still up 6-0. This telecast of Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by Nissan. Win big with holiday bonus cash during Nissan's Bottom Line Summer Event. Shop ChooseNissan.com. And by El Pollo Loco. 5 meals under 500 calories. Try them at El Pollo Loco. Beautiful night in Toronto. The roof open here at the Rogers Center. The Angels got the scoring started early and often. They lead at 6-0 as we start the fifth. And a nice job by Matt Shoemaker to get out of the fourth unscathed as Nick Buss swings the first pitch, grounds with Darwin Barney, and there's the first out of the fifth inning.
Yeah, that fastball he threw to Tulowitzki was very impressive to get his third strikeout, a big one in that moment. No Warren runs loud. 4 innings pitched, 3 punch outs, just 1 walk for Shoe.
Nick Buss 0 for 3 so far tonight. Here comes Jeff Bandy, who's 2 for 2. Single and a double. We're looking to strike. Oh, 2. This is punch to the right side, pass it, Encarnacion, and there's a 3-hit game for Jet Bandy. Again, Estrada trying to sneak a fastball on Bandy away this time.
Twice now he's gotten a base hit behind an count 0-2. The Bandy man can going the other way. It's a good swing there on that fastball away. Got jammed his first at bat, fought off a fastball in the hands for a base hit. An even better approach for Bandy.
His second career 3-hit game. The other he had back in June 22nd against the Houston Astros, also on the road. Caleb Coward takes outside. Caleb 0 for 2. Ground down to Barney and a line out into a double play. Also to Darwin Barney. That was in the third.
And one thing for Coward so far we've seen since coming back to the major league level, those relaxed hands at the plate. It's very important for him. We know how well he can play the defensive side at third base, but trying to have those relaxed hands at the plate. See right there.
Out of the count of 3 balls and no strikes. Coward with a good season at AAA. 280 with 9 home runs, 58 RBIs, also had 34 doubles. Chipped at 5 triples. .48 extra base hits at AAA this year for Caleb. 3-1. Full count.
Boy, he painted that fastball. Estrada did right on the outside corner. Again, not overpowering. When you're looking for an all-speed pitch at 87, looks low to mid-90s.
Runner goes, a swing and a miss, a throw down to second, and the ball gets away. So Bandy picks up a stolen base. The Bandy man can, huh?
Oh, yes. It's Bandy on the run.
First career stolen base. As long as he doesn't go asking Socia for the green light from now on.
He's going to from this point forward. Martin a little bit of a tough time as far as throwing out base steals this year. Coming in this game to 17%.
Pennington takes a strike. Cliff, a walk and a run scored and a ground down, so he's 0 for 1. Halos tonight 3 for 7 with men in scoring position. A total of 10 hits so far through 4 2/3. There's the changeup. 1-2.
Yeah, a little above the strike zone. Tough to lay off that pitch.
Pennington goes down swinging, and the Angels leave a man in scoring position. To the bottom of the 5th we go. It's a 6-0 Angels lead. bottom of the 5th. Matt Shoemaker back to work, and so far so good. 2 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Got into some trouble in the 4th inning, but got out of it. No runs coming across. And here the 5th, he'll face the bottom 3rd of the order. Pilar, Upton, and Carrera. 62 pitches for Shoemaker. 38 have been strikes. Kevin Pilar grounded out to end the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. This is pulled down the left field line, but it took him foul. We've said that a number of times already tonight.
Yeah, because not only his split finger fastball has been good, he's been mixing in some changeups, straight changeups in the game for Shoemaker.
Shoemaker with a bare hand fires the first one out.
Real good play by Shoemaker. Got off that pitching mound quickly. Good fielding position. Say that athletic position to stay low. Easier throw. As a pitcher, stays low. Throws perfect to first base. Anytime you feel the ground ball, if you're watching home as a youngster, you stay low in that athletic position. It's a much easier throw than standing straight back up. A lot of times you'll see pitchers do that and throw it away.
Upton takes a strike. He went down swinging in his first plate appearance. Downstairs, 1-2.
Very similar to the pitch he got him to swing at and strike out the first at bat. Well, Upton 120 batting average versus high pitches. Second worst in Major League Baseball in that category. At some point you wonder if he'll go upstairs or he's going to try to get him to chase on another splitter down.
Ground ball back toward the middle. Pennington in the shift. Little hesitation there, but he's got a strong enough arm to throw out Upton for out number 2.
Ground ball right over the pitching rubber. It was caught in between coming in on charging that baseball and waiting back on it, but that strong arm that Pennington has, it allows you to still be able to get Upton, who runs pretty well still down the line, gets him out at first though. It's 2 pretty strong throwing arms as your middle infielders between Simmons and Pennington. Cowart with a great throwing arm at third.
Cowart, a guy that could have been drafted as a pitcher. There was conversation when he was drafted in 2010 as to what he would do coming out of high school on the mound or at the hot corner. It's always a nice fallback plan. We've seen a couple of guys do that here of late. This one's skied to shallow right. Pennington going out. Calhoun coming in. Cliff calling for it. Shoemaker with a 1-2-3 5th. We head to the 6th inning. Angels on top 6-0.
Your coverage of baseball. Henry Sanchez continues to swing a hot bat solo home run in the first inning as the Yankees beat Seattle. 9 home runs and 16 RBI in his first 19 career games. And going to that game, Iwakuma, first pitch he throws Sanchez up in Seattle. Hits that off-speed pitch out of the yard. Tremendous power, especially very quick on all-speed pitches. First pitch swinging, drives it out of the yard.
New pitcher on for the Toronto Blue Jays. Scott Feldman, who pitched an inning last night, is back out here to start the 6th inning, taking over for Marco Estrada. Our in and out, who's in, who's out. 34th game. 6-4, marking a 3.66 ERA. This is through Houston and Toronto. He'll face the top of the order in Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols. Two balls, one strike. Cole 1 for 2. Fly to right, a double and a walk. He's picked up an RBI and he has scored twice. Still in that leadoff spot. Yunel Escobar's on the 7-day concussion list after bunting, foul bunting. Ball off his face back at the Big A. Good rip by Cole, fouls it straight back. 2-2.
He was all over that 91-mile-an-hour fastball from Feldman. Feldman's fastball is going to be 88 to 93 range. It's a cut fastball, a lot of cut fastballs, and a curveball and split finger fastball.
Estrada tonight, 5 innings, 10 hits, 2 of which were home runs, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 6 runs all earned. 2-2. Tight, full count. Payoff on the way. Cole takes a walk. Feldman pitching in his 6th game now against the Angels this year. Has not allowed an earned run. Of those 6, 1 was a start. He's got a total of 10 innings, 8 hits, 1 run unearned, a couple of strikeouts. Facing Trout, who's 2 for 2. Home run, a single, and a walk.
Trout coming into the game leading the American League as far as on base percentage with .427. Bump that up today. 3 times on base, 1 circling the base with a leadoff, the 1 out solo shot in the first.
Foul tipped, 1-2.
Real good numbers, including 2 home runs against Scott Feldman, .304 batting average.
Pujols on deck. Calhoun with a leadoff walk, his 2nd walk of the night. Now with 58 walks on the season. It's a career high for him. This one's foul back. Previous high set last year with 45.
Talked about how many pitches he sees every plate appearance. 4.42 pitches per plate appearance, 3rd best in the major leagues. Even at first at bat, I mean, in the last at bat, I should say, he was behind 0-2, fights it back to the full count all the time. Another full count against him.
That's a great dig by Martin on a sweeping breaking ball.
Imagine Cole on the move here on the 3-2 pitch.
Cole doesn't go, and Trout strikes out swinging. 1 out.
Well, this pitch pretty much down the heart of the plate, upper part of the strike zone. Trout just pulled off on that pitch, unable to make contact.
Albert 2 for 2 with a home run and a sac fly. Single in his last at bat. Couple of runs batted in. Now with 98 on the season. 2 home runs shy now, tying Frank Robinson for 9th place all time. 2 balls, no strikes. Chopper foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Halos with 2 in the first, 3 in the second, and 1 in the fourth. Total of 10 hits tonight. They've left 6 on base. Toronto's managed 2 hits against Matt Shoemaker so far through 5 innings. A double by Saunders in the second and a single by Donaldson in the fourth. That's it. Albert chops this one toward the hole, and that'll sneak through for his 3rd hit of the game.
This time he got that fastball on the inside part of the plate, brings his hands inside the baseball, barreled up on it, and got it through the hole between short and third for Albert. 3 hits, sac fly.
Had a 3-hit game just 2 games ago. His batting 3-hit game of the season.
Get the batting average up to 256 to go along with 98 RBI and 24 home runs for Albert Pujols.
First and second, 1 out. Here's C.J. Cron. A couple of RBIs tonight. He'll foul off the first one. I think there's an advantage to the Angels side of things on the offensive side, facing a guy like Estrada who throws such a huge percentage of changeups after facing a knuckleball.
Yeah, because the speed of the pitches are very similar.
To Lewinsky, to Barney, Encarnacion, a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Ahead of the bottom of the 6th, Angels up by the score of 6-0. When we come back, we'll hear from Albert Pujols on giving some Hall of Fame advice.
learned from a Hall of Fame manager, Tony La Russa. He told me, take your last at-bat like it's your last at-bat of your life or your career. And if you do that, which is tough to do it for 600, 700 play appearances, but if you do that, the majority of the time, you're going to have success in your at-bat. And that's something that I tried to tell Edwin and try to tell Trouty and all those guys,
Boy, that is outstanding advice for Albert Pujols. You can tell every single at bat he has a meaning behind it. He has such great preparation before the game as far as his batting practice, hitting off the tee to soft toss, all to get to that position where, again, it comes down to every at bat he has at the plate. He's trying to move up on all-time lists and make a good swing no matter who's on the mound against him. Home run tonight, passes Mark McGwire, his good friend and former teammate, 10th on the all-time home run list.
Blue Jays have the top of their order up here in the 6th inning to face Matt Shoemaker. He's thrown 71 pitches. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 hits allowed. Barney takes a strike.
It's a real nice interview for Jose Mota with Albert Pujols today. They played it on the pregame show. They're going to have another part of it tomorrow on the pregame show. Outstanding stuff from Albert and Jose Mota did a great job of getting that out of him.
Remember, Angels live tomorrow 3:30 Pacific time. Barney 0 for 2, a fly ball to left and a ground ball to second.
So you always love to see it. The great ones know how to prepare themselves, and they get advice from different avenues. Any way you can get that edge. Tony La Russa certainly had that edge as a manager, Hall of Fame manager, and then Albert's able to pass that on to players like Mike Trout. So important to be able to be, you're a great player, but to stay at that level, you have to work hard and get those little bit of an edge to keep yourself focused, especially through a long baseball season. When he mentioned 600-700 plate appearances, how you treat that every at bat as if it could be your last at bat in the major leagues. Very good advice from Albert Pujols.
Two balls, 2 strikes. And this is Sky down the left field line, but it's hooking foul. Two, little cue shot back to the mound. The ball has some English on it, didn't it? 1 down. Get your red on and create memories with the family. Angels baseball is great family fun for everyone. For only $44, get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 soft drinks with the Friends and Family Fun Pack. All you have to do is go to angels.com/funpack for more information. CN Tower.
Is Frenchie up there now?
High above. Frenchie's already in heaven.
Yes.
After his interview today.
Oh, yes.
His guy.
Goal scoring machine.
Donaldson skies one on the foul side. And Bandy, unfortunately, had to deal with that camera, which provides great shots, by the way.
Excellent shots.
Yeah. It looked like a ball that perhaps catchable. Tough play if you're not familiar with the surroundings. But 1 count. Donaldson, a pop up to Bandy. And a single. That was in the 4th. 2-strike approach, just punching it to right. I think that's been the biggest difference for Donaldson over the last several years, is just taking what's given to him when he's behind in the count. Just taking the hits.
Yeah, remember when he was with Oakland, he was strictly a pull hitter, especially from the power side.
One ball, 2 strikes. The 1st round pick by the Cubs out of Auburn, 2007. Breaking ball, and this is fouled off. Remember, he got traded from the Cubs the following season after being drafted. He went with Sean Gallagher. Matt Burton is the guy they really like, the outfielder. Eric Patterson, that was part of the Rich Hart and Chad Godin deal. But you never heard of Donaldson.
No.
He'd only been pro ball for a year. I mean, you're a 1st round pick. You've got a little cachet to you.
Yeah, you would think so, yeah.
He's turned out to be a heck of a player. He's got 3 top 10 MVPs, including winning the MVP last year. He was 4th in the MVP voting in 2013, 8th in 2014, and of course winning it all last year.
Well, he has really settled in here in Toronto, in this ballpark with this team. A lot of power all around him.
And this is sky to left, a towering shot. Nick Buss has a beat on it as he gets just underneath it. 2 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Two outs, nobody on, and it's Edwin Encarnacion at the plate.
He paints the outside corner, that unhittable pitch. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, paint the outside corner at the knees. Shoemaker hit it exactly where he wanted to throw it. Shoemaker mixing a curveball. Also will throw a slider.
Ninety pitches so far for Shoe. 2-2. This is hit sharply through the right side with the shift on, and Encarnacion picks up a 2-out single.
Elevated enough in the strike zone for Encarnacion to hit the ball that hard the other way. Shorten up the swing, 2 strikes.
Russell Martin gave it a ride his last time up. Was caught at the track by Cole. 0 for 2 tonight for the Blue Jays catcher. Hit by Encarnacion, the third allowed by Shoemaker.
.93 pitches thrown so far at 22 in the second, 21 in the fourth, and already 22 here in the 6th inning. So every other inning, pretty decent pitch count. He's had a couple real quick innings, 9 pitch innings in this game though.
Two balls, one strike.
Pretty close pitch. Like Shu wanted that one. Fox Tracks getting that outside corner. Didn't get the call though.
3 balls, 1 strike. Two out single by Encarnacion. Tulowitzki's on deck. This is popped up behind the plate. Bandy back toward the screen, runs out of room. Full count. That ball landing where the those umpire guys used to sit.
Oh, you remember that?
Behind home plate. Those guys are awesome. They would mimic whatever the home plate umpire. They were dressed in full umpire gear, and whatever the home plate umpire did, that's where they sat and they made their moves. Sweet. One way to open the can of beer.
Yes.
3-2. Encarnacion on the move. This was fouled right into his leg. So reset it, do it again. Another 3-2, and this one's pulled foul.
He's had some hitters way out in front of all speed pitches. The 8th pitch of the at bat for Russell Martin against Shu.
Chopper left side. Andrelton Simmons on 2 big hops has it. And the inning comes to an end. 6 in the books in Toronto. Halos up 6-0. This telecast of Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by Subaru. We believe in making the world a better place. That's why we donate to causes we care about. And by Michelin, a better way forward. 6-0 Halos on top of the 7th inning. Scott Feldman back out for his 2nd inning of relief. Took over for Marco Estrada in the top of the 6th inning. And a walk and a single, but then got a strikeout and a double play ball to get out of it. He'll face Simmons, Buss, and Bandy for the Angels here in the 7th. Halos trying to even up the series at a game apiece. Wrap up this series tomorrow night. Andrelton is 1 for 3. He had a single in the 1st inning. One ball, 2 strikes.
Simmons 1 for 3 in this game. A couple ground ball outs.
Foul tipped into the mid. 1 away. MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, delivers everything you've come to expect and more. Watch every out-of-market game live in HD on over 400 supported devices. It includes a free subscription to At-Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Go to MLB.TV for details. Nick Buss hitless, 0 for 3. A strikeout, a fly ball to left, and a ground ball to second.
Feldman with pretty good life on his fastball here. He's adjusted very well to pitching out of the bullpen. Seems like he's working quicker out of the bullpen as compared. Remember, as a starter, it took a long time in between pitches.
Yep. 3-1. Full count. Bandy's on deck. Jets working on a 3-hit game, looking for his first career 4-hit game. 3-2. This was down the left field line, a slicing foul. There's Jet. A single, a double, a single. A run scored in his first big league solo base. And there's a walk. He'll come to the play with a man on and 1 out here in the 7th.
Always been very solid defensively throughout his minor league career. Swinging the bat very well here at the major league level.
Halos have action in their bullpen. Jose Valdez getting ready. Looks like he'll pitch the 7th. 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good hit and run count now for Mike Scioscia. Jeff Bandy's dad taught Tom Cruise the movie Cocktail how to be a bartender.
Hippie hippie shake.
Yes.
2-1. Late on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Showed him all the techniques. That's a pretty good movie, by the way. Think so too?
Frank's right up there. Little dribbler foul. I'm curious as to your parameters for.
Yes. Good entertainment.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was deep.
Yes.
Really deep. Great music.
Fantastic music.
Oh, Bobby McFerrin, right? Is that his name? The lead song. This one's out toward right field. Carrera moving over, and he can't get it. It falls in there. Bus keeps running to third, and there's his first career 4-hit game for Jeff Bandy.
And the Bandy man can again. Good effort by Carrera. If he doesn't keep that by him, Bandy's got extra bases. Inside out approach on that fastball that ran in on him. And Carrera almost able to dive and make the play. One hop goes right into the glove.
First and third, and 1 out. Here's Caleb Coward. Caleb's 0 for 3. Base hit by Bandy, the 12th hit for the Angels tonight. Fouled into the mid. 0-1 count. Blue Jays have Aaron Loop ready to go in the bullpen if necessary. Second time he's loosened in this game. One, two. Coward pulls it foul.
Coward looking for a pitch elevated enough where he can drive it in the air to get this run home. Feldman trying to get a ground ball at an infielder.
Two balls, 2 strikes. And this is a base hit to right field. Bandy was on the move. He'll keep on running to third as Buss crosses the plate. Coward will take second base on the throw. 7-0 Angels. Caleb picks up his first RBI of the season.
Good at bat, good swing there by Coward. Scoring Nick Buss, who walked with 1 out. Ground ball in that hole. And Bandy kept going all the way to third. So first and third.
John Gibbons making a slow walk out, and with Aaron Loop ready to go in the pen. Looks like he is going to make a move eventually. That 30-second clock certainly does not work to Gibby's advantage with his stroll out to the mound. Loop on his way in, a pitching change. We are in the 7th, the run in. The Angels leading at 7-0. In a third, he'll run in, and he's responsible for 2 base runners on board. And here's what's left in the tank, presented by 76 as Aaron Loop takes over on the mound. The 28-year-old left-hander, native of Louisiana, coming into a pitch for the 11th time this year at the major league level. The record is 6 ERA, 6 innings, 4 hits, 8 strikeouts and no walks. He's facing Cliff Pennington, who'll spin around to hit from the right side. Infield halfway in for Toronto. Pennington's 0 for 2 with a walk as he cuts through that first one. Loop, a 9th round pick in 09 out of Tulane by Toronto. So 2. Got a little Jimmy Key look to him.
Very good Blue Jay back in the day.
Count remains at no balls, 2 strikes. Bandy, the base runner at third, Coward at second. Calhoun on deck. Off the plate.
Try to throw that backdoor slider.
That's a called strike 3. Caught the inside corner, 2 down.
A lot of movement on that pitch. See where Martin is set up. Runs and catches the inside corner, though, according to our Fox tracks.
Cole tonight 1 for 2. He's been on base 3 times, however, with a double and a couple of walks. He scored twice.
Cole 303 against lefties.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Pretty tough lefty to stay inside on that pitch from that arm angle he's throwing at, though.
You'll slider first pitch, and all of a sudden you throw a fastball. Go back to the slider away thing.
Yeah, it would be a mistake for him to try to sneak something inside. And Cole will be on that fastball end. It looks like he might now going away.
A dribbler found.
The reason why you don't want to go back in there as a lefty versus lefty from that arm angle is you have a chance to let that fastball drift out over the plate, and you're in protect mode as a hitter. More difficult to stay back and try to punch that ball to left on a slider. Certainly nice to see some run support tonight for Matt Shoemaker. He's already 7 in this game. Looking for some more.
Fastball got him looking, and the Angels are done here in the 7th. They add a run. Stretch time in Toronto. It's a 7-0 Angels lead.
Take 7-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. Now their chance to take a look at a game break in Cincinnati. Yu Darvish at the plate. Yu Darvish, dead center field, first career home run for Darvish. All his teammates ready to give him high fives, get back to the dugout. But it being a 5-5 game, they're still playing that game in Cincinnati. But Yu Darvish, first career home run.
Now that's usually a hitter's ballpark, but he went to the big boy territories. That's legit.
That was a pretty good swing.
Yeah. Here's Jose Valdez taking over for Matt Shoemaker. This is Valdez's 9th game as an Angel, 0-1 mark and a 4.91 ERA. Tulowitzki, Saunders, and Pilar to face Jose.
Great job tonight by Shoemaker.
Yeah. 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk for Shoemaker. Tulowitzki is 0 for 2, a pop-up and a strikeout. Seemed to slow everything down on that slider.
That's the one thing for Valdez he has to get a little more consistent with. The velocity on the fastball, very, very good. But you need those secondary pitches. Kind of split finger fastball also. You don't want to slow down delivery. Trust the grip.
This is a ground ball over to Coward. One down.
He's got a lot on that throw.
That's a heck of an arm.
Mike Scioscia's got a couple options on that left side of the infield to bring in late in the game with between Coward and Simmons, the way they throw the ball across the diamond.
Never happened.
No, we know that, but it's pretty good arms. We could dream.
Brendan Ryan did get to warm up once.
Yes.
Once. Michael Saunders had doubled in the second inning and a fly ball to center in the fourth.
Good slider there from Valdez. Didn't try to overthrow that.
Jose, 26 years of age, native, I should say, of the Dominican Republic. 1-2 now. Got into 7 games last year with the Tigers. He's been his 9th with the Angels this season. Purchased from the Tigers June 7th.
Tampa Bay now tied up with the Boston Red Sox. 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning down in Tampa. Baltimore still with a lead over the Washington Nationals 5-3.
Ground ball back to the mound off the glove of Valdez. That'll go as a base hit for Saunders. Second hit of the night for the DH. And with the shift on too, I mean, he was in position
right there. That's why you always look back to see where your middle infielders are located. I know it's normal reaction as a pitcher to try to field the ground ball, and with the bare hand off the fingers, you let that one go. Simmons is there. It's amazing that Simmons even made this play. Had to redirect and got a lot on that throw with the bare hand. And always look back to see where your infielders are located as a pitcher.
Fourth hit tonight for Toronto. Saunders has 2 of them. Here's Pilar. Ground ball to third. He tried to bunt his way on. Leading off the 5th. 0-1. This is lined out to left field. Buss racing back, and he will track it down for the second out of the inning.
This play by Nick Buss to be able to get to that angle, to be able to cut that line drive by Pilar off and catch it in the air. The ball was hit very well. Track that perfectly.
Gets really good reads.
It's pretty solid out there defensively. Saw that arm strength last night. We'll play at second against Donaldson.
It's a smaller version, much smaller version of Corey Hart, former outfielder for the Brewers.
That's a good call.
Corey's a big man. Here's Melvin Upton Jr., the left fielder.
Yes.
0 for 2.
He can hit a baseball a long way.
Melvin changing his name. Really not changing his name, but going by his given name, Melvin Upton Jr., named after his dad. After coming up and being known as B.J. Upton, which stood for Boss Man Jr. Boss Man was dad, so he became Boss Man Jr. But he said all his friends call him, I've always called him Mel or Melvin, except at a ballpark, and so decided to go with the given name, honoring his dad. I like Boss Man Jr.
Yeah,
I would just go with Boss Man.
Boss Man, then you could be a wrestler in WWE.
2 balls, 2 strikes. It's pretty good lineage, baseball wise. 2nd overall pick right here at Melvin Upton Jr. His brother Justin, #1 overall. Of course, baby brother had to upstage the older brother.
Justin, I think, hit a home run tonight for the Tigers. Tigers in the race for both in the division in the AL Central and the wild card themselves. See them in a couple days. Tigers with their offense they have. Another dangerous offense. After dealing with these hitters for the Blue Jays here for 3 games.
Full count. Saunders going to be on the move here with 2 outs, and Cron will play behind him. That's a called strike 3. Upton doesn't like the call. It catches the corner, and we are through 7. Angels up 7-0.
Here in Toronto, in part thanks to those guys. Back-to-back homers in the first inning. Angels lead at 7-0 as we head to the top of the 8th. Welcome back, everyone. Ken Rich with you. And don't forget, following this one, it's all about Angels Live, presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. With myself, Jose Mota, bringing you all the interviews, the highlights, of course, show you those big back-to-back home runs in the first inning, and let you know where Albert Pujols now sits on the all-time list, and also show some highlights of Matt Shoemaker's sterling performance here tonight in Toronto. But right now, let's send it back upstairs to Victor and Mark. Fellas.
Thanks a lot, Frenchie, as Trout leads things off here in the 8th inning. Aaron Loop still on the mound, and the first one is downstairs. Trout, Pujols, and Cron for the Halos here in the 8th. Loop came in and struck out Pennington and Calhoun to get out of the 7th.
Good count now for Trout to drive something. Looking fastball.
2-1.
That fastball a little bit off the outside corner.
This one down the line. It's a fair ball. It'll hit the short wall, ricochet out to Carrera, but Trout will easily get into second base with a double. 3-hit game for Trout with a single, a double now, and a home run back in the first, I should say.
Wanted to stay back on this pitch very well, and this lines it right. You see how short that swing is for Mike Trout. Not a lot of wasted effort. Lines it right down the right field line. 27th double. He had his 24th home run in the game. 3-hit game. Albert, 3-hit game. Bandy, 4-hit game. Some balance in this lineup tonight. 14 hits.
Borderline pitch. It could have gone either way. Albert with a home run in the first, sac fly in the second, 2 singles since. 98 RBIs on the year.
And Albert Pujols, after Mike Trout homered in the first, followed him right up with a home run himself. Some great sound off the bat, went down and got that pitch. The 584 for Albert Pujols, 10th all time on the home run list. 24th home run for the season, 2 RBI tonight, giving him 98.
This is driven out to center field. Pilar racing back. It's turned around, leaps up, and he can't get it. Over his head, Travel coming to score. Albert on his way to second. It's a 3 RBI game for Pujols. He's now at 99 runs batted in, and the Angels lead is 8-0.
Talking about good balance in the lineup when you have 2 batters in your lineup with 4-hit games. Albert Pujols and Jet Bandy. A perfect swing. He lines this one, stays back on the well. He's really used that lower part of his body very well. That leverage he creates over the head of Pilar. Not ever easy to do, to get anything over Pilar's head, and Pujols is able to do so. 15th double, a 99 RBI. Carlos Perez pinch running for Pujols.
Here's C.J. Cron will take a strike. Cron tonight 1 for 4. Couple of runs batted in.
That RBI board in the American League. Encarnacion with the lead at 101. David Ortiz with 100. Albert with 99. And he's still talking hitting.
Double, by the way, for Albert is 598th of his career. 16th all time. Now 3 away from tying Barry Bonds for 15th all time.
Checking the sound of that barrel of the bat. That ball was squared up really well to center field.
Cron flips it foul. Tonight, the 10th game that Albert has had in which he's had 3 or more runs batted in. Season high, career high, 6 on July 19th. That was against Texas. 1-2. Cron punches it out to right. There's another hit. Perez will be stopped at third as Carrera gets the baseball back in. And the Angels have runners at the corners for Andrelton Simmons.
2-hit night for C.J. Cron.
Simmons tonight 1 for 4, had a single back in the first. 16 hits tonight for the Angels. 1-1. That's a walk. Simmons thought it was going to get called a strike. They're loaded up. Now the left-hander for Toronto getting ready. The bullpen, Brett Cecil. Nick Buss 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Perez at third base, Cron at second, and Simmons at first. Go to it. He just got a piece of it. Keeps his at bat alive. Back-to-back doubles by Trout and Pujols. Single by Cron. The walk to Simmons. 8-0 Angels here in the 8th.
And the Angels have played well here at Rogers Center of late themselves. Last 12 games here, 8-4. Played extremely well here tonight. Well pitched game, well defended, and of course the offense on fire.
Just got a piece of it again. Little comeback into the mound. Loop to Martin. Back to first. A double play. 2 down. Third double play tonight by the Angels. So runners at second and third. Here's Jet Bandy. First career 4-hit game tonight. 3 singles and a double. Bandy lifts one foul and out of play for strike 2.
Done a real good job when he's been in behind in the count. A couple times in this game he's gotten hits in behind 0-2.
Ground ball. This one to second base. It's Darwin Barney. The Angels add a run. And we will head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Halos up 8-0.
They lead the Jays 8-0 here in the bottom of the 8th. And now it's time for Quick Loans Rocket Arms. We look at the pitching matchup tomorrow night. Jared Weaver on the mound for the Halos, 8-11, but 10-2 in his career versus the Jays versus Jay Happ. 17-game winner, 17-3. Near just over 3 in the finale of this 3-game set tomorrow night.
JC Ramirez on the mound. He takes over for Jose Valdez. Jose with the 1 inning of work. Picked up a strikeout, 1 hit allowed. 55th game for Ramirez, 2-3 mark and a 4.99 ERA. They'll face Carrera, Barney, and Donaldson. 9-1-2 for Toronto. Total of 4 hits tonight, actually. First pitch swinging is Carrera. He's 0 for 3 now. 1 away. Darwin Barney 0 for 3. (3-0) and a 4-pitch walk. Ninth walk issued by Ramirez to go with 22 strikeouts this year. Donaldson steps to the plate. Blue Jays third baseman 1 for 3. He had a single in the 4th.
Good slider. Real good slider there from Ramirez. Fastball, good velocity he has. 95-98 range, split finger fastball, but that's a solid slider he just threw to Donaldson.
Throws the bat at it, gets a piece of it, fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. Ground ball over to first. Crone spins around, fires to Simmons for one. The relay back to first, not in time. JC didn't even have the foot on the bag. 2 down. Nice play by CJ to get the lead runner.
Simmons had to go a long way to be able to get to the base the way the defense was set up. So what a distance to go. See how far he's not really in the picture at that point. Simmons runs quickly to the base to try to get that one to Ramirez as quick as possible because the defense set up like that. It was very difficult to be able to turn a double play there, but well played by CJ Cron.
Encarnacion went to around on that pitch. This one looped down to center field. That'll get down for a hit. Donaldson is going to turn and head to third. And it's a single for Encarnacion, and the Blue Jays have a couple of men on with 2 outs. Russell Martin coming to the plate.
Encarnacion has done a real good job as far as shortening up his swing, especially when he's got 2 strikes on him. Just try to punch that ball into the outfield. Two-hit night for Encarnacion along with a walk.
Russell Martin 0 for 3, a strikeout, a fly ball to right, and a ground out. This was pulled to the left side. That'll sneak through for a base hit, and the Blue Jays get on the board. A 2-out single. Scores Josh Donaldson, and it's 8-1 Angels.
Big time cheer for Russell Martin and the Jays getting that run across. And we talked about it in the opening today, how much this crowd in Toronto has really taken to this team. Even down 8-0 on a run score, they're cheering, got loud.
Russell Martin with his 54th RBI, pardon me. Here's Troy Tulowitzki. Takes outside. Two balls, one strike. Halos with 8 runs, 16 hits, and stranded 11. Toronto with a run, 6 hits, left 5 men on base. Blue Jays breaking through here in the 8th inning for their first run of the game. Encarnacion at second base, Mart at first. 2-2. He punches that one down the line, but foul.
It was elevated enough where you could do that, you know, with a firm fastball.
And Tulowitzki lines one out the left. Nick Buss is there, puts it away. And we will head to the ninth with the Angels up 8-1.
FS1, it's doubleheader action as Chris Bryant and the Cubs battle the Dodgers. Then the Tigers take on Mike Trout and the Angels. The action begins Saturday at noon Pacific on Fox Sports 1, or watch it live on Fox Sports Go. A couple of MVPs right there, Trout and Miguel Cabrera. Pitching change again for Toronto. Brett Cecil in the game, his 38th game, 1-7 mark, ERA 5.13. 26 and a third innings pitch, 28 punchouts, 7 walks for Brett Cecil.
Caleb Cowart to lead things off, followed by Cliff Pennington and Cole Calhoun. It's 8-9-1 as Caleb switches around to hit from the right side.
Right on cue, Trout and Cabrera both homered tonight.
Caleb 1 for 4.
A number of really solid defensive plays at third base tonight too for Cowart.
Caleb goes down swinging for the first out. Bring up Cliff Pennington. 0 for 3 tonight. Did walk and score in the second inning. Cecil taking over for Loop. Ended up going inning in 2/3, giving up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 2 strikeouts and a walk. Two down as Martin Tolling throws down to Encarnacion to complete the strikeout. 2 down.
Yoel Scarra in the bullpen, getting ready to pitch the 9th inning.
They bring up Cole with 2 outs. Calhoun a 1-for-3 game with a double and a couple of walks. Closing the roof here at Sky Dome, or pardon me, Rogers Center. Expecting some showers tonight. Up the middle, and Cole picks up a base hit.
Multi-hit game for Cole Calhoun also tonight. Couple walks too. 2 runs scored. The roof closing.
Trout on board 4 times. He's a triple shy of the cycle.
He will close in 18 minutes.
Lifts it out toward right. Carrera racing over. And he'll make the catch for the 3rd out. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Saunders, Pilar, and Upton due up for Toronto. The Angels up 8-1. Looks up 8-1, trying to even up this series at a game apiece. And terrific offensive output for the Angels, supporting Matt Shoemaker, who's in line for his 8th win. Yoel Scarra on to pitch here in the 9th. Scarra pitching in his 31st game this year with the Angels. 2-0 mark at 2.63 ERA. Total of 41 innings, 30 strikeouts, 3 walks.
Very good changeup for Gary. Mike Social looking on. Noticing the roof is closing now too.
Justin Smoke pinch hitting for Saunders. Finished the game going 2 for 3. Lifted, foul, and out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Smoke a .218 average, 13 home runs, 28 RBIs, 2 for 10 as a pinch hitter. Three and 1. This one's driven out toward right field. It's a fair ball. Hits off that short wall. Smoke will stop it first with a long single.
Cole played that one very well. And then quickly, high throw, but he got to that baseball so quickly that Smoke had to settle for a single.
Foul back. Pilar 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs and a fly ball to left.
Nice block on that breaker ball in the dirt by Jet Banny. He's had an outstanding game at the plate and also behind the plate.
Two balls, one strike. Cute foul. 2-2. Matt Shoemaker tonight, 6 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. Valdez a scoreless inning. Ramirez gave up a run on 2 hits in the 8th. And now Guerra looking to close this one out. Pick up the Angels' 53rd win. And for Shoemaker to be his 8th win of the season. Assuming he can't close it out here.
Pilar was checking his bat. It almost sounded like that bat broke off the end of the bat on that pitch from Guerra.
Full count. Upton on deck. Pilar lifts one down the line. This one slicing toward the seats and out of play. So we'll reset and do it again. No real sense of urgency for Deolis Guerra on the mound tonight. Smoke a leadoff single, pinch hit variety. He's over at first. Off speed, a bouncer towards short. Only plays to first. One down. Good off speed pitch.
Out there, a 3-2 fastball foul and late on the swing by Pilar. Guerra throws him a changeup, got him out in front, gets a ground ball out to short.
This one's out toward right. Cole's there. 2 down. Smoke remains at second. So 1 out away from wrapping this one up. It's Ezequiel Carrera, the right fielder, coming up. Carrera's 0 for 3. Oh, 1. Down low. Nice dig by Bandy. 1 ball, 1 strike. 17 hit attack tonight for the Angels. Started in the first inning with 2 runs. They scored 3 in the second. A couple of home runs. Trout and Pujols in that first inning, going back to back. Good changeup. That's Guerra's best pitch.
Yeah, it's definitely a plus pitch. Above average as far as the movement. To be able to locate that changeup.
There's the 1-2. Roller foul.
That changeup he left up in the zone. No better chance to put that one in play.
$18 pitches so far for Deolis. Smoked the base runner at second. 1-2. Back up the middle, and that'll sneak through for a base hit. Smoke will be waved in, and it's 8-2 Angels. Carrera picks up his 17th RBI. Well, Darwin Barney will get an opportunity here to keep this game going for Toronto. 8-2 now. Barney 0 for 3 with a walk. Oh, 2. This is punched to right field. It's another hit. Barney on his way to second. It's a double. And the Blue Jays have runners at second and third with 2 outs, and Josh Donaldson coming to the plate. Guerra unable to finish off hitters.
And Barney just went down and got that pitch a little bit below the strike zone, but middle part of the plate, shoots it right down the right field line for a double. 12 of the season.
So 1 run in, second and third, 2 outs. Donaldson tonight 1 for 4, had a single back in the 4th. Reached on the fielder's choice in the 8th and scored the first Blue Jays run. Chops this one to third. Should do it. Cowher has it across the diamond. Light that baby up as the Angels even up the series at a game apiece. An 8-2 final tonight.
And snap that 11-game losing streak on the road. We'll pick this one up from the get-go. Mike Trout with a home run, followed by Albert Pujols, home run number 584, 10th all-time on the home run list for Albert Pujols. That Shoemaker wins back-to-back games for the first time since July 8th, then followed it back up with July 16th for Shoemaker. Solid all-around game, very solid defense. Jet Bandy with a big game himself, 4-hit performance. 17 overall and 8 runs. The Angels win this one 8-2.
Yeah, it hasn't happened often for the Angels, and unfortunately not an easy 9th inning for Deolis Guerra, but finally be able to pick up the W and even up the series. Not only that, for Matt Shoemaker to limit this